Global statistics show that worldwide an estimated over 700,000 people die by suicide every year, and the ratio of men is much higher than that of women. In India too, the suicide rate hovers between 12 to 14 persons per 100,000 people. While Delhi accounts for most suicides in India, this phenomenon has now spread to smaller cities as well. In the small town of Kota, which is famous as a coaching hub for students in the state of Rajasthan, while 15 students committed suicide in 2022, in the year 2023 there have been cases of average 3 suicides per month during the first 8 months itself. This trend is alarming and unacceptable. A person commits suicide in despair by treating it as the only option to escape the consequences of his fears and failures. Students are emotionally more unstable because their emotional system has not reached maturity, so they are more prone to not being able to adjust to their emotional upheavals. With the advent of satellite TV channels, mobile phones and internet, the people are gradually withdrawing themselves from an active social life and living a life of isolation. Everybody, be it a child, adolescent, or an old-age adult, have consigned their communication, pleasure, and social life to their mobile phones, where they read or write messages, and instead of talking to any acquaintance, they feel happy if that acquaintance has only seen their message. The person seeing the message does not always comment or reply, so both the sender and receiver of message only visualize in their respective minds how the other person may have behaved while sending or receiving message. This is illusion because both the sender and the recipient of message are visualizing the images in their minds as per their feelings, and those images may not be always true. Keeping your mind in illusion all the time will surely result in disillusions also. Humans are social animals, and they need to read, write, study, talk, communicate, and indulge in various outdoor activities. Internet has restricted the movement of people from meeting one another or visiting any shop to buy goods. All this has made the people self-centered, who believe their thoughts to be the real life, and this is where the problem of fear lies. If a person is always embedded in his thoughts and treats them as his guide, then he is cut off from the real life and prone to make emotional and mental mistakes. A student thinks that the career chosen by him or by his parents is the ultimate goal in his life, and if he fails, then he will be unfit to survive in this world. This is a fallacy. Anybody who is disturbed, depressed, or besieged with thoughts of helplessness, dark future, or suicide should first ask himself who created him in this world. His parents brought him into this world, but who decided his body shape, size, color, and his internal and external organs? Who gave him the relatives, friends, or enemies, neighbors that he has? Who made him to live in particular areas, in particular cities, in countries? The simple answer to this is the God, because he owns this universe, and as Lord Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita, that this entire universe is my creation and I only exist in all forms, shapes, sizes here. There is no one apart from me who can come into this universe or go from here. Lord Krishna also said that whatever your life is, it is I who is living that life, not you, because you are my creation, so you do not have any existence of your own which can be away from me. I am the basis for creation and destruction of the universe. Lord Krishna also said that I reside in everyone's heart, so you are as divine as I am, but the difference is that I am aware of my powers, but you are not. This ignorance of the system of creation and governance of the God is the root cause of misery, because you take your body to be your existence and think that you can do whatever you want or achieve whatever you desire. This is the reason why Lord Krishna gave the principle of karma and said that you have a right to do your deeds, but you cannot claim the results of your deeds in the manner that you want. As per Lord Krishna, we all are embodiments of soul, which is a part of God, and the soul can never be killed or destroyed by any means or force, so all of us have existed before and shall continue to exist in the future till our souls attain the God. Hinduism follows the principle of birth, death, rebirth, and Lord Sri Krishna has explained that whatever actions we take, they will fructify sooner or later, causing our rebirths. The results which do not fructify in one life shall show up in any of the future lives, like Bhishma, who had to face arrows piercing his body during the war of Mahabharata because in his 18th previous birth he, as a young boy, had poked thorns in a bird for enjoyment. Lord Krishna has said that everyone has to face the results of his actions, whether he gets it in the present birth or in the future birth. Nobody can escape from the cycle of action and reaction. The results which get carried over to future births are called destinies, which are predecided and will show up at their appropriate time and life. Therefore, If a person is facing misery in his present life, then its cause may be due to his own acts committed by him in his previous births. If you find failure in one task or job, then it may be a signal from God that accomplishment of that work or job is not in your destiny, and you should look for an alternative. God always opens up doors of opportunities for every person as per that person's destiny, because destiny is the predecided force which will take you to the right place at the right time. So there is no need for any despair. Every life in this world is regulated by the God with predestined cycle of birth and death, and during the time zone in which a person lives in this world he is given many circumstances, challenging situations to face, because this is the God's way of testing whether you are fit to be a human. But if you want to run away from your problems or fears and think of committing suicide, then first think that any such action will not only displease the God, but it will also render you liable to be reborn, to face the same situation and problems again in your future birth. God wants you to solve the challenges given by Him to you either by your own wisdom or by leaving it unto God. Escaping from these challenges is not a solution, so control your mind and prepare yourself to either face the challenges of your life by thinking rationally or leave it to the God and see which course your life shall take. Stressing too much on gaining grades, education is a wrong target chosen by the parents for their children. They must not forget that as parents they are not the controllers of the lives of their kids. Every person that is born in this world comes here with the order of the God and has a destiny already designed by God for him which he has to live in this world. So, let the destiny of your child unfold gradually without pressurizing him in any one direction. Many rich persons or stalwarts in the world have never been IITians or doctors or highly educated in any field, but they have risen to fame and prosperity by a combination of their efforts plus destiny. Dhirubhai Ambani, Sachin Tendulkar, Akshay Kumar etc. did not study much, but they rose to the position of riches and glory because their destinies were so designed. Therefore, if at any time your mind starts creating negative thoughts, just shun them. Remember, your thoughts are not coming from any outside source, but they are your own creation. Therefore, your thoughts are your own products and you can change or destroy them with your willpower. If your thoughts start controlling your mind, then these thoughts will grow and start coming back as a barrage, because the human mind starts a flow of thoughts in the direction in which you start thinking. If you are happy, your mind will generate more feelings of happiness, and if you are depressed, it will generate more negative thoughts. So you alone can control your thoughts. Therefore, nip the negative thoughts in the bud before they overtake you. Take a deep breath and say that I am in control of my life and the God is with me, so I shall attempt to give my best to every challenge that I face without latching on to any desire for any particular result. If you find yourself unable to restore positive thoughts, then delve into your memory and recollect all the times when you were very happy. Recollect your family members, friends or relatives who are very dear to you and feel that you have many persons to live your life for. Talk to your friends or elders about your fears. Read motivational biographies to see how great men overcame their obstacles. Learn and do meditation and yoga to remove negativity from your mind altogether, and if nothing seems to be working out, then consult a qualified psychologist or psychiatrist who can mold your thought process from negativity to positivity. There are many homeopathic medicines which work very well on thoughts, and, if need be, you can consult a qualified homeopathic doctor and take treatment. So, help is available to rid you of your despair and helplessness in many ways, and you should definitely try them. Remember, you are never alone in your journey of life in this world. There are resources available, such as helplines, counseling services, and support groups, that can provide the assistance needed to overcome these challenges. Also remember, running away from a problem is never a solution, because the problem will continue to chase you until you face it or solve it. Stay strong. Reach out to your dear ones, and cultivate an inner feeling that you are valuable. Your life matters not just to you but to many people around you, and most importantly, it matters to the God who has created you, and He always has His hand of blessing over your head. Therefore, suicide is never the answer to our problems, fears, or failures.